Welcome back. I'm Trevor Landberry, and this is our talk show, Innovators Are Us. And today we'll be discussing a new radio station that has been created to allow people to learn about their peers and gain deeper understanding of what's going on. I'm here with Brody, the founder and host of this radio show. Now, Brody, would you like to explain how you came up with this idea?
Why, thank you, Trevor. This idea came to me after looking at many different situations, typically tragic ones, and learning why they came to be. I realized that a lot of the time, people are misinformed, have a lack of information, or aren't sure about the information they've received. They tend to make decisions off of little to no knowledge of the situation, and a lot of the times, this ends up turning out bad for them and the people around them. The radio station I created will allow people to tune in, ask a question about the person they're curious about, and find out the facts. If they want, we can also broadcast the breaking news for people to hear, or we can just keep it secret for the one who needed to hear it.
Well, Brody, we understand that you've brought with you today 3 customers who have had a positive impact due to your service. First telling their story is a young man from Kabul named Amir.
Hey, I'm Amir, and my situation was kind of an interesting one. I was feeling jealous of my servant and friend named Hassan, jealous of how much attention my father was giving to him. It seemed like he loved him as much as he loved me, always including him in everything and checking up on him. I believe my father should only love me, so one night I called into the radio and asked, why does my father focus so much time on Hassan? And found out a fact that absolutely stunned me. My servant Hassan was actually my half-brother. After finding this out, I was angry for a while, wondering why my father would lie to me like that. But after a couple weeks, once I got past that mental barrier, it made sense why my father would do what he did. Now we're all getting along nicely and happy together. We were all able to flee together when the Soviets invaded and now live a happy life in the USA. Without knowing the information from the station, I think that my jealousy could have possibly consumed me and I could have done something really stupid. I'm really glad this program exists and we're happy to live happily ever after to this day.
That was one crazy story. Now telling their story of how the service has helped them is a young king named Hamlet.
Hello, I'm Hamlet, and here's a story of how this radio station helped me. My father had just died, and I was in a place of darkness. Then suddenly a ghost of my dead father came to me, and he told me that his death was no accident, and said it was my uncle who killed him. I wasn't sure whether I was hallucinating or this was real information, so I decided to call into the radio station to ask about my uncle, Claudius. They told me the information that I got from the ghost was in fact true. Then had the information from the trustworthy radio station broadcast to the entire castle. Everyone found out what Claudius had done. He was locked up and later executed by my own hand to avenge my father's death. Since I was next in line for the throne, I took over, and I'm still currently reigning over a happy kingdom. Without this station, I would have never been 100% certain of myself and the information that I had, which is why I'm so happy that the radio station was able to give me the closure I needed to get.
That was a great story, and I'm sure he's doing great as a king now. Now, our final story from a jazz musician named Sid.
In my case, I had 2 people that I wanted to find out more about. The first was Louis Armstrong. I wanted to know why he didn't want to record with me, and I also wanted to know why Delilah was talking to and spending so much time with Hero. My first question was answered simply. Louis didn't think that I was the best fit for his band. He didn't think I was bad, he just knew I was destined for greater things. It wasn't the right time for me. This allowed me to have closure on the situation. My question about Delilah was answered too. She didn't like Hero as a lover. She looked to him as a brother figure, nothing more. This gave me comfort. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Before I called into the station, I was going to do something very selfish and stupid. I was in a bad place and nothing seemed to go right for me. This station helped me get past all of that, and shortly after I called in, me and my friends were all able to flee Paris when the Nazis stormed. We were separated, but soon after the war ended, we easily found each other and met back up. We made some records and played together for the rest of our lives.
Those are some great stories. They show how they can help out people in a variety of different ways in a variety of different times. Now, do you think that this station could also help people nowadays in 2021?
I believe that this program has a huge application to people in all times, not just in 2021. Premeditated judgments are a thing that cause many issues to people, and relationships could be lost, feelings could be hurt, and the consequences could be terrible. I believe that this radio station will help end people judging other people without knowing the whole story. For example, someone could be judging a person for being antisocial, but then they call into our line and find out that the last 10 people that one person connected with ended up ditching them, hurting their feelings, and causing them to lose all sense of trust. With that now in mind, the person who made the call would know the situation of the antisocial person, possibly try to go now and start a relationship with the person. Find out they're not weird, they're a cool person, and develop an awesome relationship. This could also help in situations such as voting for a new president or prime minister, because these candidates, they typically make promises that you're not sure about if they'll even keep it. You can call into our radio station and we'll tell you what their real intentions are and what promises they actually might keep, they might not, and make a fully informed decision on who you'll vote for. The opportunities for the application of this radio station are endless. Thank you for having me on and listening about my new radio station, The Truth.
Thank you, Brody, for coming out to talk about your new radio station, and thank you to your 3 customers for telling their stories. I hope everybody has a great day, and signing off from Innovators Are Us Talk Show, it's Trevor Lambury.